If there were chariots found in the Red Sea, it would probably have something to do with the crossing of the sea.
Ancient Egyptian chariot wheel has been found beneath the Red Sea.
The Red Sea, an ancient, mysterious body of water that's kept its secrets for millennia. But what if one of those secrets has just been uncovered? Chariot wheels from Pharaoh's army, preserved in the sea's depths, and a discovery that threatens to rewrite history. Is this proof of the biblical Exodus, or a mere fantasy lost in time? Stay with us as we uncover what's lurking beneath the waves. For centuries, the Exodus story has been taught in churches, schools, and synagogues, a powerful tale of liberation and divine intervention. But the evidence to prove it? That's been elusive, until now. Late in 2024, a team of elite divers entered the waters of the Red Sea, not in search of treasure, but of something far more significant. They weren't guided by myths or legends, but by a biblical account, one that's been questioned for millennia. What they found could be more than just underwater relics. It might be the very proof skeptics have long demanded. The divers were not your typical underwater explorers. Among them were former Navy SEALs, marine engineers, and archaeologists, all united by a shared mission: to prove or disprove one of the most debated events in human history. The mission was quiet, no press, no fanfare, just a group of professionals diving into the deep waters of the Gulf of Aqaba, near Nuweiba Beach, where the ancient world may still rest. Armed with state-of-the-art equipment, high-resolution sonar, AI drones, and sediment scanners, they scanned the seafloor for patterns, for anomalies. They weren't looking for just shapes. They were hunting for the remnants of a war, a battle frozen in time. As they descended, they could not have known the stunning revelation that awaited them beneath the sea's dark surface. Their mission didn't come without challenges. Before even entering the water, the divers faced opposition from governments, academics, and even their own peers. The Egyptian and Israeli governments issued warnings, citing safety concerns, legality issues, and cultural preservation. Universities dismissed the plan as pseudoscience. But despite the skepticism and political pushback, something more powerful than criticism drove them forward: faith. With the support of private backers, wealthy believers who saw this mission as a divine calling, the expedition continued. It was faith that propelled them, not just scientific curiosity. And soon, whispers of their efforts began to leak, sparking an online frenzy. The discovery of chariot wheels buried beneath the sea began to feel more real with every passing day. Was this about to become the proof that religious skeptics had been waiting for? To understand the weight of this discovery, we need to revisit the Exodus. The Hebrew Bible tells us that Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, and when they reached the Red Sea, they were trapped. With Pharaoh's army closing in, the waters parted, allowing the Israelites to cross. Once they were safe, the sea collapsed, swallowing the Egyptians. This miraculous event has been foundational to three major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Yet for centuries, no physical evidence had been found to confirm it. Archaeologists scoured the Sinai Peninsula for clues, but found nothing. Some scholars even argued that the Red Sea was a mistranslation, pointing to shallow waters or other locations. But in the Gulf of Aqaba, a new theory emerged: an underwater land bridge. That could have been the crossing point. It was a theory long dismissed, until now. Could this be where the Exodus truly happened? Long before the advanced sonar scans, one man had a vision of what might be lying beneath the Red Sea. Ron Wyatt, a nurse anesthetist from Tennessee, with no formal archaeological training, first dove into these waters in 1978. What he claimed to have found stirred admiration and skepticism. Wyatt reported seeing coral-covered chariot wheels, axles, and human bones in the water, proof, he believed, of the biblical story. But the academic community ridiculed him. His findings were dismissed as the product of an overactive imagination. However, the story didn't end there. Wyatt's claim sparked a movement, and over the years, other researchers, explorers, and even pastors took up the challenge. They dove into the same waters, hoping to verify or debunk his controversial discoveries. Yet the mystery remained, until 2024, when a new team ventured into the deep with cutting-edge technology.
The 2024 dive team wasn't prepared for what they found. Using sonar imaging and AI-assisted drones, they initially encountered smooth terrain, punctuated by occasional rock formations. But then, something unexpected appeared. Symmetry, repetition, unnatural shapes. Chariot wheels. Several of them. The wheels, though encrusted in coral, had an unmistakable form. And it wasn't just a random formation, it seemed too perfect, too deliberate. As the drones pressed deeper, more shapes emerged. Circular structures, axle-like connectors, and fragments of ancient battle remnants. The divers went down, capturing footage as they moved closer. Beneath a veil of sediment, a golden flash caught the light, a metallic shimmer among the muted blues and grays. They couldn't believe their eyes. Were these the chariot wheels of Pharaoh's army, preserved in the sea for thousands of years? As the divers descended into the depths, the atmosphere was charged with excitement and awe. One diver described the scene as a watery tomb, while another referred to it as a graveyard of war. The bodies, chariots, and remains weren't scattered haphazardly. They were arranged in a way that suggested chaos, frozen in motion. Some fragments showed signs of violent impact. Shattered axles, broken spokes, contorted skeletal frames. Was this a battle? Or had Pharaoh's army been swallowed by divine force, as the Bible describes? The team was left in stunned silence as they continued documenting their findings. For many, it was the confirmation of a long-held belief, an ancient miracle preserved beneath the waves. But the implications went beyond archaeology. What if this discovery was more than just evidence of a historical event? What if it was the fulfillment of a prophecy? As word of the discovery spread, so did a strange phenomenon. Leaked photos and footage of the chariot wheels began circulating online. The internet buzzed with excitement. Was this the proof that the Exodus was real? Theories swirled and debates ignited across forums, YouTube channels, and social media. But then, something curious happened. Clips started disappearing. Videos were taken down. Accounts were suspended. Was this a case of censorship or national security? Some theorized that the discovery was being suppressed by powerful interests, perhaps academic elites or government agencies. The silence only fueled the fire. Why, after all, would the footage be wiped clean, especially when so many believed in its significance? Was there something about this find that certain groups didn't want the public to see? The more the information was buried, the more it seemed to confirm the importance of the discovery. This discovery isn't just an archaeological find, it's a moment that could change the very fabric of faith and science. For religious communities, the chariot wheels are a tangible sign that the biblical account of the Exodus might be more than metaphor. It's a divine validation of an ancient story passed down through generations. For the scientific community, it's a mystery that defies conventional explanations. Can the lines between faith and reason ever truly be reconciled? For centuries, science has dismissed religious narratives as myth. But now, the discovery of chariot wheels beneath the Red Sea calls that assumption into question. Could the biblical miracles be real? Could the stories be based on historical facts that have been lost to time? The discovery in the Red Sea is only the beginning. It raises more questions than answers. If Pharaoh's chariot wheels really rest beneath the Red Sea, then what else might lie hidden beneath the ocean's surface? Could the plagues of Egypt, the manna in the wilderness, and the sun standing still at Jericho all have a basis in reality? What if the greatest miracles we've read about were not poetic allegories, but historical records? As new technology uncovers the past, we must ask ourselves, are we ready to face the truth? The discoveries beneath the Red Sea are just the tip of the iceberg. Archaeologists, explorers, and believers alike will continue to search, and who knows what else they will find. The past is not dead. It's waiting to be rediscovered. Will the Red Sea reveal more secrets? And if they do, how will they change the world's understanding of history, faith, and prophecy?